The following presentation does not represent Australian opinion or intellect. We do not speak for any religious order or ethnic minority. We are not political scientists or uni graduates. We're insignificant upper-lower class scum, comparing notes and airing grievances. It's just our opinion. Deal with it.
No way that GST will ever be part of our policy. Never ever, it's dead.
If they don't like it, go back to where they're from.
It is a big idea.
No, we don't need them.
A new world order. By 1990, no Australian child will be living in poverty.
Right.
You should shell out.
That's what they say.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Look, it's a good song, but
It's not Linkin Park.
it's not Linkin Park.
Like, it's whole different. It's not even.
No, it's unrecognisable. You love it, man.
I don't like it.
No, fuck off.
I do not like it.
Don't lie, Johnny.
No, I really don't.
Don't lie. You got it in the car when you're driving here.
You did laugh.
You did.
The second I see you, I'm just like, oh shit.
Put on blink.
You know what that's like? It's like, actually, you know what, man? Even if you liked it, I wouldn't care.
I would.
You're a trolling cunt. Look, if you actually liked it, I wouldn't give a shit, right? But it just shits me because of the interview. I told you what the interview said, yeah?
No.
After we listened to it,
Yeah.
right? I was reading I saw a Chester interview, or I read it somewhere on the net, or I watched. I can't remember what. I think maybe I read in the paper. No, actually, it was in the paper, and he was saying how after 20 years of screaming and all that shit, he's done with it. He goes, I was never a screamer. I had singing lessons or something, like you always had a.
All right, but he doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to scream to make a good Linkin Park
Yeah,
track.
no, but he was like, he said that if he never screams again on a record for another 20 years, he'll be happy.
All right, but you don't have to scream. It's not.
Like he prefers to do clean vocals. He's always.
All right, well, do a rock song with clean vocals. What's the fucking? What's
nothing wrong with that.
What's the deal?
Yeah, but then he's sort of like trashing the legacy of like everything Linkin Park did for 20 years.
Exactly. So what's he saying? Everything
Like,
they do is shit.
Yeah, like you're unhappy for 20 years, really? Like,
Made millions of dollars, but you're unhappy.
you hated everything you did for 20 years. Like, oh, all right, man.
Because he's a singer for Stone Temple Pilots as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
When did he get that job?
Are you sure?
A while ago, man.
That's man, are you sure on this one?
I'm definitely sure. Believe me.
That's man.
Stone Temple Pilots. When did they do anything relevant, man? If you could be the front man for Linkin Park,
Oh,
the front man
members.
for Stone Temple Pilots, who would you be? Like,
That originally Scott Weiland obviously died.
Yeah.
We did Velvet Revolver and stuff. But the members, Dean DeLeo, Robert DeLeo, Eric Kretz, Scott Weiland, dead, and Chester Bennington.
I did not know that.
Dude, I'm telling you.
when?
It's a while now. It hasn't been, like, recent. As in, correction, past members. Chester Bennington. He must have
used
just
to be.
left. He must have left to do this record. What a douche. Wait.
Yeah, but he talks smack about how he never.
2013, he started.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
That's what irritated me, because he's like, if I never sing on another album, if I never scream on another album, I'll be happy. Like, you're a dumb cunt, man. Like, so what does that say about all your old songs? Like, you're giving a half-assed performance now every time you perform.
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Beneath my skin.
But
Why is everything so heavy?
about that song, man, like, if you liked it, I'd understand, because that's what pop music does. Like, gets in your head until you like it.
Oh, I haven't stopped fucking singing that stupid that line in my head over
You
and
know,
over
I
again.
drove in here and I was cranking that track.
Your gangster rhymes, yeah.
Dude, as I was driving in, this Kobe Adonis track came on, like on my playlist, and it's called like Kobe Adonis Rock You, right? And I was looking at it, I'm like, hang on, I know this isn't Kobe Adonis. It's just been on my playlist for like 5 years. I downloaded it like 5 years ago, and I'm like, I know that isn't Kobe Adonis. So then, why is it still titled that? I said, who is it? So I Shazammed it to see if it come up, and it came up. Some guy named Jay Don. So it's just like a random YouTube
Oh,
artist.
Jay Don. I know Jay Don. He's
off.
good. So why did it say Kobe Adonis?
Because when people upload songs to YouTube, in order to get noticed, they'll upload like, oh, it's Chris Brown Frozen, but it's not Chris Brown, it's some other R&B singer who just wants.
Oh, that's so dirty.
Yeah, it's just spamming your shit.
Speaking of Chester Bennington, they're performing at Hellfest, and someone threw a jug of beer at him. Dude, a full jug on stage, like turfed it.
Why would you waste a jug?
Maybe
Drink it first.
maybe that's where the song "Heavy" came from.
It's so heavy.
Do you remember when that guy from Panic at the Disco copped a Jack Daniels bottle?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? That was like, what, 5, 6, 7 years ago, probably? Like, you should never throw shit like that at a singer that's just trying to perform, man. And I remember everyone was like, a lot of people on the net like, oh, what a pussy, blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, he copped a Jack Daniels bottle to the head.
It's gonna hurt. They're heavy.
Yeah, he's just standing there, dude. He just cops it and just drops, man. So it's pretty fucked to watch.
Another band that went to shit.
What happened to them?
Oh, they just released a new album not long ago.
Was that like?
Not my cup of tea. I love their first album, like Linkin Park. First album, amazing.
Yeah, it was the guy that was part of Fall Out Boy. What was his name?
Pete Wentz.
Pete Wentz, yeah. He's a genius, Pete Wentz. He
Yeah.
produced Fall Out Boy and Panic!
He's
at the
all
Disco.
fucked up though mentally. He's got
have
all
to
sorts
be.
of issues, man. But he's very smart in what he does.
Dude, think about it. Go back 10 years.
Very cute too.
Oh, my God.
Who was he going
Started
out with? Simpson's sister.
Ashley
Ashley
name?
Simpson? I don't know. Something like that.
One of them. Everyone's gone through the Simpson family.
Everyone's had a piece of The Simpsons.
Simpsons. Yeah, dude, think of 10 years ago, Pete Wentz was like the T-Pain of the rock world, man.
Yeah.
Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco had
Everywhere.
every song on the top 10 charts or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you remember, like, you couldn't turn on the radio without hearing a Fall Out Boy song, man? And then all the bands that came out that sounded like
Yeah.
Fall Out Boy.
You guys listen to Panic's first album?
Nah.
Fantastic. Dude, it's so
I've got-
good. It's so good.
I've listened to some of the songs, but I'm not like.
What was it? What was
Fanboy.
that key?
Oh,
What was the first single that they released? Something Not Tragedies?
Oh, yeah. I write sins, not tragedies.
Yeah, dude, I like that song. That was a cool song.
Yeah, the whole album, man, it's brilliant.
Yeah, I wouldn't listen. I've got Fall Out Boy's. Which album was it? Which had Thanks for the Memories on it?
Thanks for the memories.
Yeah,
Fall Out Boy, yeah?
that's Fall Out Boy.
Even though they weren't so great. I don't know. Yeah.
That album. I've
We
got
used to
that
sing that at
album.
work.
Yeah, so did we.
Yeah.
I've got that album, and it was a good album, but I never got into Fall Out Boy shit. But I recognise a good producer when I know one, man, and Wentz was a genius. Like, to be able to have two bands that he's producing, both in the top 10, like, everywhere, man, like Universal, crossover, they smashed it, man.
I've got to say, though, Panic at the Disco, that one song, they've got the best name title for it.
Is it
the Lying is the most fun a girl can have without taking her clothes off. What a sick name for a song title.
Wicked song, too.
They did all that sort of shit where they had, like, songs with, like, ridiculous...
Crazy long titles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then all the bands started doing it, man. All those emo fucking... What did you even classify them as? Emo?
Yeah.
They're emo. What were the other bands that, like, in that era?
Like Fall Out Boy,
Yeah.
Panic at the Disco,
I can tell you.
My Chemical Romance.
The Rasmus.
Rasmus.
Do you remember them?
Vaguely.
My Chemical Romance, yeah, all that kind of stuff. Paramore.
Yeah, I remember Paramore.
I saw Paramore.
Of course you did.
And some other hack bands, I don't know.
Yeah.
AFI have a new album too, which is pretty good.
AFI.
There you go. There's another band.
AFI.
Yeah, man. I'm sure
I love AFI, man. I've
There were
always
a bunch of bogans I used to work with, man, and they were all into what's the metal band? Parkway Drive. They're all into Parkway Drive, Paramore,
Like
AFI.
Parkway Drive.
Yeah, no, but like it
Yeah.
was always the same bands like on their playlists, man. Like pull up in their utes, you're like, yeah, check this out, mate. I'm like, yeah, all right, man.
Relax, man. Just relax.
Yeah, and then I got like In Flames, episode 666
Yeah.
playing.
Hey, you can't really throw Parkway Drive in with those bands.
No, but they're another staple band that like
Yeah.
Aussie
That's
footy
true.
plays with.
But the good thing with Parkway, they've gone big, man, in the States and stuff.
And they
Like,
just got heavier and heavier.
Oh, dude.
I love it,
Dude,
man.
and the newer album got more mature and technical, which is really cool.
Higher.
Yeah, really good,
Love
really
that
good album.
Love it.
Fucking great album.
Love it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it except for that song. That one
Oh,
song.
no,
Oh,
dude,
dude, you'd love it.
Dude,
It's
you
brutal.
You would love it.
Yeah.
Why?
No.
Why, mate? Why are you both looking at me like...
No. Musically, the guitars and everything are fucking bang on, man. Like bang on. Like they've matured.
I don't know.
They're not just a metalcore
Fish
band.
sandwich.
Dimitri, don't.
No, I'm not doubting it, man. I reckon they're a cool band. I just never got into their stuff.
The only reason I got into them is because I saw a documentary. I was watching documentaries one night. I'm like, Parkway Drive, who the fuck's that? so I looked it up.
That's a great doco.
Yeah, when they're riding the bikes through like Colombia and shit.
Yeah.
And I go, I wonder what their music's like. I looked them up. I'm like, damn, these guys
It's a
are
doco for an hour and 47 minutes with no music is played. You know what I mean?
I was bits and pieces, but I just thought, I wonder what their songs are like. So I looked it up and
And they did it tough. They all slept on top of each other in the van.
Oh, dude.
Just
Yeah.
full bummed it.
yeah,
And they
But look
made-
at them now.
Yeah, styling.
But they went to places where other bands wouldn't go. Like, dude, they went to like El Salvador and playing like fucking backcountry somewhere of Colombia, like some cocaine field.
Some random.
Yeah,
fucking
and that's
shit.
what got them to. And they're huge. And it was funny because they went past the merch stand. It was like counterfeit merch stuff.
Oh, like bootlegs.
Yeah,
It's mad.
and the guy's like, one of the guys are like, cameraman was like, "Oh, aren't you going to say something?" He's like, "Why?" He goes, "If they're making money off my thing, let them have a living. Like, what
am I
like,
gonna- yeah.
what do I want to do? Like, let them. Like, if that's giving them a living and their family a living, go for it.
Yeah.
Like, good on him, man. Like, fuck.
What's he gonna-
These guys are just
pull him up, pull a stand up, kick it over, and shit. We sell our t-shirts on this side of town.
Show you, motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Like, what? My shirt.
He could have done a Lars from Metallica and just set the stall on fire and told them, how dare you make money from our
And
stuff?
just danced around the fire.
Dancing around a fire bootleg. Some Peruvian flute players like sitting there just watching it go on.
Joins in with his little.
Who was it? It was Johnny Desman who used to say those Peruvian flute players just rock up everywhere, man.
Dude, you'll just see them in the corner of
Everywhere.
somewhere like, hey, man.
They're the best.
Did you see the South Park episode with the Peruvian flute players?
They keep the gophers at bay. It's funny because they're in that game, the one I was playing, the Highlands, Ghost Recon Highlands, because it's Bolivia. All the rebels look like Peruvian flute players and all got the colours and shit.
Do you mean Wildlands?
Yeah, Wildlands, sorry. But it's funny because, like, you'll be playing, you'll be in the middle of a firefight, and all of a sudden all these dudes rock up with AKs and start spraying, and they all look like Peruvian flute players. And the first thing I think of is Johnny Des taking the piss out of them in shopping centres. It's so fucked. I finished that game, by the way.
Oh, you finished it?
I finished the main story, but
Yeah.
to get all the trophies and shit, you'll be there forever.
Yeah.
But I finished it. It's a good game, man.
I'm playing The Division at the moment.
Division? Why?
Great.
Dude, I got rid of that I traded that in order to buy, what did I buy?
What, you didn't like it?
I was so amped for that fucking game.
I love it.
Dude, I was amped for The Division, and I was amped for Ghost Recon.
Please enlighten me in what your...
After you do it, then the only thing left is the Dark Zone?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's just PvP. And you realise it's so fucking repetitive. Basically, dude, the whole game, the storyline was brilliant. Well, I was looking at the betas of that. I was looking at the trailers for that. I was so amped for that game. It's by Ubisoft as well, same as Ghost Recon.
Yeah, well, it's Tom Clancy.
Yeah. Right? This game, you're a bunch of mercs. Not even mercs. Dude, a virus hits Manhattan.
Of course it does.
Like there's a global financial crisis. Virus hits Manhattan. Everyone goes into like...
Why is it always in Manhattan? Or like New York?
Yeah, but it's done really well. It looks sick. And the city looks like Manhattan.
Yeah.
And so I was amped, man. Like, they actually cloned, like, buildings and stuff. So, like, neighborhoods look like real Manhattan
And
neighborhoods.
the place is just fucked. Like, there's, like, trash cans with fire and, like, cars turned over.
Like,
Like,
it's
how you would think it would look if
like
it was-
Escape from New York, man. That's what it looks like.
everything's gone to shit.
And there's basically two operatives. There's the cleaners and the division. They're like basically killing off anyone with the plague, like that has the virus. And there's a quarantine area. And then there's the other dudes that are all either ex-military, ex-cops. If they've got a background of that kind, they're all working with the undercover government to like take out
Whatever.
right?
It is.
I was so pumped because it's all co-op. Like, you have squads. Dude, Johnny Des and I were playing. We tried to get golf up. We tried to get everyone in on it from work. Like, we had, we were doing it for ages. But then you realise every single mission is exactly the same. Like, you go in, you kill someone, right? You have to go get this to open this to get this, which is fine. Like, that's standard. But the point is you get, like, the gold weapon, right? Level 42 gold weapon. In order to beat, like, you beat whatever level you're on, and then the next point, it's like an enemy with a gold weapon, level 48. It's like, okay. So you work your way to kill him. Next is, he's got a silver weapon, level 52. So you're just repeating the same shit over and over again. Even in the Dark Zone, which is player versus player, all you're doing is killing people in order to get weapons that are better than yours. They're exactly the same. Like, it's too repetitive, man.
So what you're saying is you've just ruined the game for Johnny.
Yeah.
So you liked it. You liked it up until you finished it, and then it just became repetitive. Is that
Once you got to the last stages of like the main story, it was just like, well, what's the fucking like? And the story, I couldn't even tell you the story, man, Because you're just mind-numbing, like, mining, you know? You're just mining and mining. You just can't be fucked.
Yeah. Because I'm not that far into it, so I'm sort of...
Yeah. Like, at the start, it's good, man. But, dude, in gaming...
I'll just stop playing it now, though. Thank you.
No. In gaming, they call it farming, right?
Yeah.
You just do the same repetitive process to get your rewards or whatever.
Yeah.
And the reward is just the same gun with, like, a higher level so you can take out a higher boss. It's like, hey, I just killed the level 52 boss. Yeah, well, his mate, the level 58 boss, is right behind him. In order to beat him, you got to get a better weapon. To get a better weapon, you got to do the same fucking repetitive shit.
I only paid $20 for it online, so whatever.
Yeah, dude, I got it when it came out. I was so amped for it, man. I got over it so quickly. Like, I think I hammered it for like a month, and then I was just like, nah, can't be fucked. I traded it in to get something else. I can't remember what. I think it was Battlefield. Yeah.
Very much.
And dude, the Ghost Recon, right? Like the Bolivia game. Let's go.
Very
Rough. I haven't heard that from. Like,
that's
like year 11, man.
Sorry, I just brought back a whole lot of memories.
What do you mean? I just said fair enough. What are you talking about?
All right, man.
Whatever, Long John.
Long John.
Why do you have Putin in front of you?
I don't know. He's using it as a coaster.
I was going to ask you guys the same thing. I walked in here today, and Putin was staring right at me in my spot. I didn't put it here.
Sure.
He shimmied his way over to my side.
He shimmied his way over.
He's looking right into my eyes right now.
Did you watch the Putin interviews? They were on TV the other night.
I saw something he was, he put America back in their place.
Yeah,
So he just goes...
He said, no, what he said was he's going to fire any aircraft, anything in like, what's the name of the war zone? When it's, like it's in Syria.
Yeah.
If they see any floating anything.
Like a no-fly zone.
Yeah, if there's anything in the no-fly zone, gone.
Hot zone, if you will.
Yeah, dude, it's like we don't care what it is. We don't care if it's Americans, we don't care what it is.
We will
it's
take
gone.
it down.
Like, yeah.
Russia's pissed. Because
Totally just fucking saying, go fuck yourselves. Because Trump is just trying to swing his
Big, long schlong.
red, white, and blue.
You know what's funny?
Fucking knob.
You know when they had the
His old
the
crusty.
London terror attacks where the guy mowed down the people and stuff like that? And now the other day, a white guy did it to Muslims. Did Trump come out with a tweet? Has he come out with a tweet yet?
No, probably not.
Actually, I don't know. Has he?
No.
He hasn't.
Of course not.
Stay silent on that one.
Of course he did. Because it's not a Muslim that did it. It was a white man.
One of his brethren.
It was a Welsh, one of your brethren.
Ah, me Welsh brethren.
Yeah.
Dimmy.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah, mowed down. And the guy was on the ground getting medical assistance and he ran him over. Like, outside a mosque. Apparently the guy was having, like, heart issues. It was a Muslim man.
Oh, okay, so you're saying there was I know, because I read that, yeah, there were Muslims leaving a prayer.
Yeah.
Because it's still Ramadan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he mowed him down.
Have they caught him or they killed
Yeah, they
him?
got him, arrested him. Yeah.
I love how he got arrested as well.
Yeah,
The
but-
Muslims they shot.
Yeah, but Trump hasn't come out and
Announcing
said
it,
nothing. Said nothing.
We'll just turn a blind eye to that
soon
one.
as that-
Sure, man?
Mate,
He would have had to have said
Dude,
something.
he didn't say dick. As soon as the London one happened with the terrorist guy, come out and saying that's why we have borders and that's why. What's he going to say to this one? He's a white guy.
Yeah. It'll kind of like...
What's he going to say? Build a border around England,
Yeah.
Wales.
Yeah.
No, is that?
Now, let me cut this off for a second. Did I take one of these? Because I can't remember.
You did.
No, he didn't. Have another one.
Fuck off, man. Did I or did I not?
No, you did. I saw you looking at it before and you popped one.
You sure?
Yeah.
Can I pop one? Thank you.
I wasn't sure.
I have a headache.
No, because I got a headache, but I can't remember if I
No,
took
you
it.
did. You did. I'm pretty sure you did.
Just have another one to be safe.
Have another one to be safe.
Give me 20 minutes and I'm slurred.
No, I'm pretty sure because you went up there and you did this and yeah.
I'm glad we got onto this terrorist stuff because I've been balls deep in the Quran the last few days.
Quran?
Yeah.
I was reading
What
about...
have you got in your bag, Johnny?
Tick, tick, tick.
I can hear a beeping. What's a bandana on your head? It's just got...
What's that old cell phone strap to?
Is that Aramaic or Arabic? I can't
While he pops a codeine.
Yeah, man. You're fucked.
No, because I've just been tripping it, like, when you actually sit down and think about what people are doing, blowing themselves, it just seems so insane and it's like just so not real. So I decided just to start looking into Islam and the Quran.
Here
And,
we go.
like, I just wanted to learn...
A naive gully boy, you know. It's
Just shut up, idiot.
just...
I was naive, that's why I did some research, my friend. Because I wanted to see, like, why they do it.
Why they do it?
I'm sorry.
You know, what you know, like, what the fuck's going on? Like, I wanted to know.
Well,
So I started learning about Islam and the Quran and stuff.
Yeah. And
Can I ask you, where did you get your sources for the Quran?
Google.
All over the
Google?
Wiki.
Like some website by Trump, why the Quran is bad? You know what I mean? No. Yeah, sorry, go. No, I'm not taking a piss.
TrumpKnows.org. Okay.
TrumpsTruth.com.
On the Quran. Trump expose, forward written by Pauline Hanson. It's like, seriously.
Narrated by...
Yeah, man. Narrated by Pauline.
No, I actually, because I was tripping out on it, and then, like, in just like a weird synchronistic thing, I heard this podcast. Like, I saw a podcast. Sam, do you know who Sam Harris is?
No.
Of course not.
Who's Sam Harris?
Who is Sam Harris?
Is it a podcast guy?
Yeah, he does a podcast. He's like
Shout out to... is it Sam Harris?
Sam Harris.
I was going to say Steve Harris.
Maiden from Iron Maiden.
What a bass player.
Shout out to Sam Pang. Water. From Malaysia.
Go, Johnny. Tell us what you learned.
No, but he had a guy on his podcast who, I can't be serious with this music.
Do it!
This is from the Argo, the soundtrack. It's called Aspiring Tehran.
So what did you learn?
I'll read you the podcast.
The excerpt.
Do you guys know much about, like...
I've looked up a bit. I've looked up a little bit.
What do you know?
On the
What do you know?
Quran?
Yeah.
Wait, did you look up the Quran as interpreted by Shiites? The Quran interpreted as Sunnis?
Yeah.
Or like any of the other like mobs?
So I'll just read out the title of
Just
this
in general.
podcast. In this episode of the Waking Up podcast, Sam Harris speaks with Graham Wood about his experience reporting on ISIS.
I'm sure Graham Wood knows.
Graham Wood, I trust that man.
I'm going to look him up.
Graham Wood.
About his experience reporting on ISIS, the myth of online recruitment, the theology of ISIS, the quality of their propaganda, the most important American recruit to the organization, the role of Jesus and the Antichrist in Islamic prophecy, free speech, and the ongoing threat of jihadism and other topics.
It's really interesting you're saying this, man, because I was talking to Fabiani at work the other day, and he said he watched some doco from like either National Geo or one of them, like history.
He also told me about it, yeah.
Yeah, and he said it's a ripper. Like, it just, I said, cool.
Getting a view from the other side.
Yeah, my next day off, I'll have a look into it. It's also weird too, because on the flight to, I'm a dumb cunt. I'm flying to Malaysia, so what do I choose to watch? Because, like, you know, like the little TV screens on the back of the airplane chairs?
Yes.
I had my headphones in, I was listening to, like, our podcast, the last episode that we had done before we left.
Demerol.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Our signing off one before.
Oh, this was pre-Demerol.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as I'm looking around, like, because it was dark, it was night flight, the woman next to me and in front, like in the next seat, she was watching something.
We thought you were an Arab.
And I saw like fighters, like jihad fighters. I'm like, oh, what's she watching? So I actually like furiously, because I didn't want to tap on her shoulder. So I furiously was just looking through my thing, trying to find like what she was watching. Eventually I found it, and it was a doco on the Afghani girl Malala. She was like a civil rights activist against the Taliban.
Yep.
And they were talking about the Taliban's interpretation of the Quran and how fucked up it is.
Yes.
You know? That's why it's going to be interesting to hear what ISIS's interpretation of the Quran is.
This is Graham Wood.
The fuck? Dude, he looks like Carl Williams.
He was in the heat of it, man. He went over and interviewed fucking...
Everyone looks like Carl Williams, like, to us. Seriously.
No, really good podcast.
That's Carlton player.
Oh, he does.
Cyclops. What was his name?
Cyclops?
Yeah. Thornton. He looks like Thornton. That's what he did after he retired, eh? Went and interviewed ISIS. He looks like Thornton. Yeah, man. I love it. Dude, we've totally dismantled everything we were saying. Yeah, man. Cyclops.
Oh, yeah, that's when he got his face busted open.
Yeah, dude.
That was nice.
Cyclops.
Oh, good old...
Anyway, okay.
Yeah, so he basically just...
Cyclops.
How did we get the fucking ISIS to Thornton?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We make a link between Sam Pang, ISIS, and Thornton. Why?
And Maiden, Steve Harris. Anyway, sorry, Johnny.
Go.
Tell us about Graham Wood, your Lord and Saviour.
So Steve Harris, Sam Pang, Thornton, and an ISIS jihadi. We're playing poker one night.
Sam Harris.
Yeah, go for it.
What do you want to know?
No, what did you read?
What was
What
your
did you learn? What was your
summary?
What was your take on it?
Tell us your summary.
My summary was basically what they're doing is justified if you look at the scripture of the Quran.
Okay.
Yeah. Which was...
You wikied that? That's what you wikied?
This is what they're saying. Like on the
Yeah,
thing,
well,
like-
that's what's happening. They're taking it literally straight out of the Quran.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So you get like leaders coming out saying we condemn these attacks, but I mean, really, what they're doing is
following
justified.
it. Yeah.
So
Because in the Quran, if you read some passages, it's saying about beheading and stuff. It's actually in there.
The same way the Bible fucking
Yeah.
writes
and
about
killing
that
in the name
shit.
of Allah, you'll be saved from all
Yeah,
sins.
but the Bible says that too, as in the Testament and shit.
Yeah.
What do you think the Spanish Inquisition was?
Johnny
Have you, read
frazzled?
have you read into the Spanish Inquisition?
No, I haven't.
Read up on it. Read up
Pull
on
it
it
out now. You continue what you're saying.
Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty. They
Give me
take
your
it.
rhetoric.
They take it literally, man. Like they are going to the T.
Give us your hate speech, and then I'll find you better.
Hate speech.
No, go. Talk.
No, but I mean, if it says that in the scripture of the Quran, then I mean,
So it's okay to do it.
it's not. Well,
Johnny.
I mean, it's justified. You know what I mean?
well, it's not really justified. You're going to take it literally. So
But why wouldn't you take it literally if you're like a full supporter? Like,
well, yeah, I know what you mean. I know. Yeah.
Okay, but
because you get people coming from like saying that it's a religion of peace. You've got us wrong. You know, the Quran, it's peaceful. It's a religion
Well,
of
it's
peace.
not.
But it's not.
But either is the Bible.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But you don't have a whole state, you know, killing people with bombs and shit.
Yeah, but you get your religious nuts though.
Of course,
okay,
of
the
course.
Spanish Inquisition, the tribunal of the Holy Office of the Inquisition, right? Tribunal del Santo Oficio de la Inquisición, right?
Mother.
Yeah, bad. All right, it was established in 1478 by Catholic monarchs Ferdinand II of Aragon and Isabella II of Castilla. It was intended to maintain Catholic orthodoxy in their kingdoms and to replace the medieval Inquisition, which was under papal control. Right?
Yep.
Dude, it became the most substantive of the three different manifestations of the wider Christian Inquisition, along with the Roman Inquisition and the Portuguese Inquisition. Basically, it was originally intended primarily to ensure the orthodoxy of those who converted from Judaism and Islam, right? Like, that was initially what it was. But you take that away. The Spanish Inquisition is often cited in popular literature and history as an example of Catholic intolerance and repression. Various modern historians question earlier accounts that have noted that the scope and brutality of the Spanish Inquisition was probably exaggerated during the waves of anti-Catholicism. Although records are incomplete, about 150,000 persons were charged with crimes by the Inquisition, and it is believed 3,000 to 5,000 people were executed under the Inquisition.
And now, Antonio Banderas.
Buenos dias, hermanos.
What is your take on the Spanish Armada?
Truman's face is so dirty right now.
Dude, I had a fucking dream. Was it a dream? I think it was a dream. Someone asked me, like, yeah, it was last night. Like, dude, I slept past all my alarms. I was fucked. And in my dream, I was running past some dude, and he asked me por qué in Spanish, like some stranger. Like, he asked me what the hell was going on. He just went, por qué? He said, por qué, hermano? I'm like, and I just waved him away. He just looked at me like, yeah, I understand.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in my dream.
That is very strange.
Yeah, it was fucked up. Dude, if you read Christianity to the dot, depending on what scripture, like remember how we said last week, same writer, different story? Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you read that to the T of the first interpretations of it, it was all about, like we've said it before, crucifixions, rapings, beheadings, stonings. You know, like stonings, man. Like, yeah, it's fine to stone someone because he committed adultery. It's fine to stone someone because he
stole bread.
Yeah. He ate fucking meat on Friday. Kill him.
Mm-hmm. Like the Bible is full of killings.
Yeah. And the Quran has never been rewritten ever.
No,
it's remained the same scripture. So if that's an antiquated scripture, like the Bible's fucking antiquated, then it's going to be in its rawest, early archaic form.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what someone said. It goes. Someone said the Bible's like that. He said yes, but we've moved on, and but they've stayed back in whatever year it was written.
Yeah, medieval times.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
And they're following it to the T.
It just made me so angry, like, researching it all, because you can just see it's just people just bickering with each other. Like, it's just like group mentality, like us against you, and it's all just killings and...
What do you think the IRA...
Like, what kind of God would allow this shit?
He doesn't.
It's so ridiculous.
That's the point, man. And like we harp on about it every single fucking week. We're back on religion. Like we're literally fucking hang on. It's 30 minutes in, man, and we're back on religion because to people like us who don't have that as the key divining factor of like what we do, it just seems so stupid. Like,
Yes.
do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that's the most important thing at the moment. All these terrorist attacks, like it's happening all the time. Like, and it's insanity.
Yeah, but you know what pisses me
And
off?
it comes from scripture.
Yeah, and this is what pisses me off though. Like last week, yeah, when I brought it up on last week's episode, terrorist attack, the guy who ran over 5 people or whatever in London. Same time in the States, dude fucking walked into his ex-work, killed 5-6 people, then shot himself.
Yeah. Did we hear that?
Okay, so is that, we can forget about that because it's not a widespread problem? Like, dude, you tell me that's the only homicide in the last 48 hours? Look up the stat, how often is someone killed? And then tell me how many of those people are motivated by religion and how many aren't.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, so if terrorism in the name of Islam is wiping out 7 people per month, right? What about just sociological problems, just based on regular shit? How many people is that wiping out? How many people are dying because of suicide or mental breakdowns because of, like, you know, work stress or racism just generally, xenophobia outside of Islam?
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
Do you remember in the States when all the black guys were getting killed every fucking week and they were getting filmed? Remember the cop? The cop that shot the guy in the car while his missus and child was sitting next to him?
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
For what, man? The guy was got pulled over like a regular, whatever. And that was a hate crime.
Stats for you. That's what they call me, the stats man. All right?
Hit me with it, Daddy.
So there are about
Daddy two shoes.
there are about 7 murders per 1,000 people, or roughly 500,000 murders per year. That comes out to about 1,300 murders per day, 57 per hour, and a little over 1 per minute worldwide.
Worldwide. So
Lovely.
one person dies per minute across the world. You're telling me they're all because of Islam?
No.
Exactly. How many people are dying based on alcoholism, drug addiction, xenophobia, general xenophobia? Tell me. Give me a stat on that. But no, 5 people died in the name of Islam. Islam's the fucking problem. I'm pretty sure alcoholism and drug abuse probably take out a lot more than fucking Islam. Where's the fucking worldwide fight against drugs?
Yeah.
We're all focusing on Islam. Like, fuck Islam, man.
Johnny's got an addiction to Long Johns.
Yeah.
I'm sure
He's
if I
gonna
had
choke
one,
day.
he'd stab me.
Yeah.
For one.
I do love
One
Long
day
Johns.
Johnny's going to stab 2 people. He's going to rock up to Daniel's Donuts. You know, sorry, mate, we're all out. Oh, what do you mean? Comes back with a tire iron, just takes out everyone, then kills himself.
Totally.
Let's start a battle on sugar addiction.
Yeah.
How many people do you think die from like attacks by junkies, man? Worldwide. I'm pretty sure more than fucking Islam's taken out, or Christianity, or whatever you want to, you know, whatever your fucking thing is. What about the mass genocides in fucking Ghana, man, or Sierra Leone, or anywhere in West Africa, or South Africa, or the northern coast of Africa, man, near Morocco, Somalia. People are dying there, not in the name of Islam, just because people are fucked.
Yeah.
Where's the big fucking battle?
Yeah.
So if Islam's not, you know, turning these people, then what's turning them? It doesn't matter. Islam is fucking dangerous. Yeah, all right, man. So are drugs, but no one gives a fuck. Like, to that extent, you don't see an ice addict fucking who kills 10 people. What happens there? Like the guy, like the nut from Burke Street, yeah? How many people died? 7?
7, I think, 7 or 8.
7 or 8? There was a big uproar the day it happened. There was a big uproar for the week. What happened? Have you heard anything? And that guy was high as fuck from the Melbourne Flats. Like, literally, I was there 2 days ago.
He was ranting and raving about the Illuminati, last thing I heard about him.
Exactly.
You know what? He's saying that Islam is the one true religion, and then about the Illuminati, and then that he is the savior. So obviously he was
just
mentally deranged.
Yeah, he was a baked individual who just watched too many YouTube videos, right? And stabbed his brother, and then went on a fucking rampage. We haven't heard anything about him, and he was high as fuck. Ice would have had a big factor in that. All we hear about is, like, you know, every now and then the Premier will come, you know, Andrews will come out every now and then. We need to fight the war on ice, blah, blah, blah. Okay. No one gives a shit. There's your fucking fact, man, for the week. If anyone's going to take anything from this podcast today, it's have a look at how many people are getting killed, not just dying, but actually getting killed because of drugs, because of xenophobia, general xenophobia, because of alcoholism, because of social issues. Then have a look at how many people are getting killed in the name of Islam, and then tell me which one's the fucking bigger problem.
Yeah.
But no one gives a shit because it's not on fucking mass media or like in the Western world. Like, oh, what do you mean? Dude, people were dying.
I think probably because of just like the way it's carried out, like someone strapping a bomb to themselves.
Yeah, it's graphic.
It's graphic and it's like just, whoa, like a big event.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not like this slow drip of just,
Dude, the kamikazes were doing that in World War II. You know what a kamikaze is,
Yes,
right?
of course, yeah.
Yeah. No, people don't understand the concept of a kamikaze, man, but they were doing it in World War II. These men were prepared to get into a plane and fly
Crash it.
straight into the enemy. Westerners would never fucking do that. Ever. Like, never. It's
because they have that strong belief that it's going to absolve all their sins if they do it.
It's their, whatever they're doing it for that, for their cause. That's how fucking passionate these people are.
Yeah.
Whether it's for the right cause or wrong cause, that's how driven they are, so they're going to do it.
Yeah.
But what does that make Westerners? More feeble, more selfish, more self-involved, where these people are going to willingly give up their lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny.
What?
No, it's good. It's food for thought. Like, that's your interpretation. I'm just saying, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it shits me because it's like the war on fucking Islam. It's like, dude, there are bigger wars we need to fight. Like, if we're slowly losing 5 people a month because of Islam, like, fuck, man. People have been dying in the Middle East just because of turf wars.
Dude, for centuries.
Turf wars. And we're talking Sunnis versus Shiites. We're talking about fucking Middle Easterns fighting amongst themselves in civil war. No one cares.
But as soon as...
100 kids killed, like, big deal. Who cares?
Do you know, like, Sunni versus Shiite or whatever? Like, do you know, like, how that started?
Yeah, there's a key core differences between...
Well, yeah, I looked into it. Basically, they believe all the same shit.
Yeah.
But
Do you want me to... I've got, like, something here for you.
it stemmed from when Muhammad died, right?
Yeah. His successor, basically.
His successor. It was a fight over... It should be...
It's based on...
It should be blood-related, takeover.
The other
side-
the imams. Like,
Yes.
basically 12 disciples.
Yeah.
Their interpretation of disciples.
And they've been warring ever since.
Exactly. How ridiculous does that sound?
Ridiculous.
Yeah. But I've heard that story 1,000 times within Catholicism, Protestants, Anglicans. Do you know what the Church of England is? Like, literally. Do you know how the Church of England started? Do you want to, like, I read about it ages ago because I was going on a trip where I wanted to know, like, Presbyterians. Because they're like, dude, you go for a drive from my house to, say, Bentley, Cheltenham, like, towards that way. Like, you head more away from the southeast and towards just the south, right? And you pass all the starch, as the suburbs get starchier and starchier. There is a whole fucking line. I'll take you on a drive one day. Just this 30-minute drive, you will pass every church under the sun. Mm-hmm. Baptist, Pentecostal, Presbyterian, Church of, like everything.
You'll pass at the 25th Baptist Church.
Right here, we call that a sin.
Right on.
Right here. Call us here a little 20. Dude, get this shit, yeah?
Parker don't know.
Fucking don't know.
She needs some young meat.
Hey, boys. Hi. Do you want to fuck with Sparker? What was that, honey? Huh? Nothing. Dude, Church of England is the state Church of England, yeah? Archbishop, most senior cleric, blah, 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 blah. The Church of England is also the mother church of the International Anglican Communion, right? It dates its establishment as a national church of the 6th century Gregorian mission to Kent, led by Augustine of Canterbury.
Ooh.
Yeah, right?
Lord Kent.
Dude, the English church renounced papal authority when Henry VIII failed to secure an annulment of his marriage to Catherine of Aragon in the 1530s, yeah?
I'm Henry VIII, I am.
Dude, the Act of Supremacy 1558 renewed the breach, and the Elizabethan settlement charted a course whereby the English church was to be both Catholic and Reformed. So Catholic in that it views itself as part of the Universal Church of Jesus Christ and unbroken continuity with the early apostolic church, right? Reformed in that it has been shaped by some of the doctrine principles of the 16th century Protestant Reformation, in particular in the 39 Articles of Religion and the Book of Common Prayer, right? So in other words, the Queen took 2 different forms of Christianity and just made them one.
And said, you know what?
And now it's in the name of England.
Because the Queen said.
Because they broke away from papal, like, shit.
Yeah.
I don't like that religion.
It literally, not even joking, man. Not even joking. I'm not even trying to be funny, man. Like, it's legit. And it's all because Henry VIII, who had like all the wives, he failed to annul one of his marriages to some bird, so he could marry like
Some other bird.
Yeah, the commoner.
Yeah.
He wanted an annulment. The Pope wouldn't give it, right? So he's like, "There, fuck it," and then that's it. He engaged.
I declare the Church of England.
Dude, Henry VIII engaged in the dissolution of the monastery. Dude, and Henry, although theologically opposed to Protestantism, took the position of supreme head of the Church of England to ensure the annulment of his marriage. So they were excommunicated by the Pope Paul III. Then he started the dissolution of the monasteries, which controlled much of the richest land. Disbanded monasteries, priories, convents and friaries.
Nah, just burnt them all to the ground.
In England, Wales and Ireland, appropriated their income, disposed of their assets, provided pensions for the former residents.
Burn them down.
The properties were sold to pay for wars. They were sold to pay for wars, man.
Oh, God, no, we need to go to war.
Yeah.
I know what we can do.
Yeah. I know what we can do. Let's burn the monasteries.
Sell the land.
Yeah. We fund a machine. Seriously, not even joking, man.
So, moral of the story.
I got the best song for
the
that war,
Reformation.
man.
Look at this shit, right? Death of the King. Queen Mary, who succeeded the King, right? This is in 1552. Returned to England to the authority of the papacy, thereby ending the first attempt at an independent Church of England. During her co-reign with her husband King Philip, many leaders and common people were burnt for their refusal to recant of their reformed faith.
Yeah.
People were burnt alive!
Dude, you know what song they would have been listening to when they burnt everything down? And you said Machine? Pink Floyd, man. Welcome to the Machine.
Yeah, welcome
Yes.
to the Machine. And just burning shit down.
Seriously.
Real calm. Just,
Yeah, just real calm, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People have died in the name of, like, Christian, the same way the Sunnis and Shiites are killing each other, man.
yeah,
They're bickering over the same fucking message.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say there's nothing quite as radical as what's going on now with, like, Islam and Islam.
No, because the Western world are too preoccupied with fucking Instagram likes.
Yeah.
You know, they've changed their priorities to money and whatever.
Like when you're taking a selfie, Johnny, are you thinking about what's going on in the Middle East? No.
Sending
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, you're not thinking about...
Oh, when I do those sad face ones, I am.
And you put the little quote down, not a good day. Having a rough day. And you put your little Instagram filter on there.
Can't take this world anymore.
This is not the world I envisioned.
I don't want to live in this world. Pout.
And you do the actual filter, though? The Instagram filter with the funny face? Like,
Moral of the story, let's
Yeah.
obliterate religion.
that's all well and good, but... just shut you down. Well, think about it. If you obliterate religion, what faith are they going to follow? The world needs something to follow because we're all sheep. And no matter what, we're all sheep. And even the atheists and everyone that doesn't believe in God, they believe in something. They've got... they believe in a pack of smokes. They believe in something.
Yeah.
Or sheep.
Eddie Griffin kills it.
They get 20 wives, you playing the law of averages.
Eddie Griffin.
I'm telling you, I think Christians are jealous of Muslims. Because you ain't going to out-devout a Muslim. That's the most devout faith you ever run into.
That's true.
A Muslim will strap a bomb on themselves and blow themselves up about some Muhammad. As a Christian to put a bomb on and blow themselves up about Jesus. No, he wouldn't want me to do that. He just blessed me with this house. I'm sure he wants me to live in it.
It's true. We said it in we're in Malaysia, and we passed some woman in not a hijab, but I think she was wearing a burqa, like a full thing. And one of the boys said something about like not them being oppressed, but like he wasn't saying oppressed like in a negative sort of way, but just sort of like almost like sympathetic, like it was something to like
They have to do.
like like fuck, can you imagine that? I go, wait a second, man. I go, hang on. She's doing what she wants to do. Like, that's a sign of her faith. I go, why is it that no one kicks up a stink about a nun in a habit? Right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, what do you mean? I go, a nun wears a habit. Now, what's the difference between a hijab and a habit?
Nothing.
Nothing. It's exactly the same covering. Exactly the same. Do you call a nun oppressed? Like she needs to be fucking pitied or sympathised with? Okay, that's a sign. The habit is the nun's fucking uniform. It's a sign of her faith. The hijab is a sign of faith for a fucking Muslim woman. What's the difference? That's how devout she is. She's wearing that shit because she wants to, not because she's being forced to. You wouldn't say a nun is being forced to wear anything. It's exactly the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
There's no difference.
You look at the way a nun lives, yeah? Chaste lives, simple, no alcohol, no booze.
No cock.
Yeah, right? So, what are the fundamental principles of Islam? No alcohol, chaste lives, except for in your house with your husband, strict. It's the same thing. Just because the majority, not even the majority, just because a fucking group of Muslims on the other side of the world practice their faith to a strict thing, and they want to wear whatever they want to fucking wear, so be it. Just because the Western world isn't running around in nuns' habits, that's not their. Do you think fucking Muslims are sitting around saying, you all need to be wearing nuns' habits and that'll make you devout? They don't give a fuck what your faith is. They don't care. They're just worried about themselves, and that's it. Except for a little group of extremists that want to take over the fucking world. The same war, the same time, the same way you hear about fucking Christian extremists or the alt-right movement talking about sending immigrants back to where they came from. It's like, dude, you don't the alt-right movement doesn't represent us, but they're talking in the name of fucking the greater good. Like, dude, you're three bogans in a ute with a slab and a Southern Cross tattoo. Calm down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're a little group.
Yeah.
You're a little fucking group, man. In comparison to the rest of the world, remember we brought up the numbers of ISIS or the numbers of whatever? It's like, how many thousands? A couple thousand? All right, man. There are more Collingwood supporters waving around scarves than there are fucking Muslim extremists. I don't agree with the Collingwood rhetoric. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, man. It's just the cause. It's just the passion of the cause and the drive behind everything. It's like, dude, what do you...
But the fact that they can be justified by what is in their fucking scripture, in their religious scripture, that's just fucked up.
Dude, George W. Bush Jr. justified going to Afghanistan to bomb people because God spoke to him. Get the quote up! I'm not even joking.
I didn't know about that.
Ah.
Hey, I'm not, defending...
In Texas, they're fucking hard nut Christian extremists.
Mm-hmm.
You know? They don't like the blacks, the Jews, the Mexicans. You know what I mean? Yeah. He justified the war because God came to him and said to him, he needs to go over there and sort it out. Go to Iraq. Iraqis had nothing to do with September 11, but he was there bombing them.
I remember him giving a religious speech in God's name, but I don't recall him actually having a vision from God or whatever.
Yeah, or you look at Trump and you look at his religious policies and they jump around. Like he was a Democrat, then he became a Republican. All his religious shit kept bouncing around as well. Which church should I align myself with? That has the most followers, that has the most leeway, easiest to dwindle into the whole thing?
George Bush has claimed he was on a mission from God when he launched the invasions of Afghanistan and Iraq, according to a senior Palestinian politician. Mr. Bush revealed the extent of his religious favour when he met a Palestinian delegation during the Israeli-Palestinian summit at the Egyptian resort in 2003. One of the delegates, Nabil, who was Palestinian, President Bush said to all of us, "I am driven with a mission from God. God would tell me, George, go and fight these terrorists in Afghanistan." And I did. And then God would tell me, George, go and end the tyranny in Iraq. And I did. I think that's called cocaine. I'm pretty sure that's called drugs.
White powder God.
He is known for a tipple on the nipple.
Yeah.
Just break the fucking thing. Yeah. So that's...
Dude, you can justify any scripture you want. It's archaic. And that's what I always say. Fucking let go of these archaic scripts and just... Who was it? I spoke to the other day. I think it was Prince Arthur. And he said something about how without the Bible... He was talking to someone. I can't remember if it was Prince Arthur, but maybe we were talking about it. But he was saying something about having a conversation about all this shit. And someone had said something like, without the Bible, everyone would be murdering and raping each other and la la la. It's like, dude, I don't need the Bible to tell me not to kill someone or not to rape someone. That's just common sense. And
how many people have died in the name of religion?
Yeah. I've said it 100 times. Anytime someone tries to justify the Bible by keeping everyone in check, religion keeps everyone in check. It's like, no, you dickhead.
Start wars over it.
Yeah, I don't kill anyone because, I'm not religious. I don't follow some fucking script. I just know not
You just
to
know it's the right thing not to.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you're going to be a fuckwit about things and you're going to go do some fucked up heinous shit, that's just you. That's not religion's fault. It's your own fault.
Yeah.
Religion can help brainwash someone, but it doesn't drive you. Like,
No.
You know what I mean?
The other thing I was tripping out on, like, what kind of God would allow, like, these two separate texts to two different groups of people?
No, it's all a test.
How would he allow that?
It's all a test.
Because, like, each group is so, like, blindly devoted to the cause, right? Like,
Yeah.
they believe that they're doing God's will or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But they're killing each other.
Yeah, I know.
So who's right? And what kind of God would allow such a fucking stupid thing to happen?
An evil god.
But clearly.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
It's all... Okay, sorry. Okay,
No, I'm just saying, he's probably sitting out there with his Pepsi.
Let's see how this plays out.
Pork rinds?
A couple of
Just watching Sportsbet on one hand.
pretzels.
He's got an app. He's got his phone. He's just flicking through Sportsbet, but he's got an app, like a tablet. Just,
the Atlanta Falcons lost.
just watching what's going on. Palestinians in Israel. What kind of week is this? You know what I mean?
Back.
Yeah. Dude, seriously.
And if the other group is, like, doesn't believe what you believe in, wouldn't it be wouldn't you want to go and help them, like, rather than just go blow them up?
Oh, we go give him some help.
Yeah, they're called missionaries.
So fucked
We go
up,
give him
man.
some help. Don't worry.
Go help.
I was just getting...
Bring in the trucks. Bring in the tanks. Here are some texts. Please read them. You haven't read them? Seriously. Dude, that's my point.
Just made me so angry, man.
Every
Like,
time I get into these kind of arguments with, like, zealot Christians around Easter time, like, it's always at Easter, man. Every year. They always say that it's all the devil's work and it's a test. All the evil, it's just a test and it's a test. Enough fucking testing, dude. We've been here how many years? We're not a fucking science project.
How many more people need to die? There's no end in sight. Like, it's only...
No, because the people that live good, clean, pure, devout lives, but smoke and, like, lie, cheat on people, steal, do all this heinous shit, it's justified because they confess their sins, or at least do so in their heads, and then fast for 40 days.
Makes it all right.
It does. I'm not even joking. Like, that's the thing, man. Like, I've said it before. Like, I've done some fucked up shit in my life, right? I haven't led a clean skin life. I've done some fucked up shit. I've lied.
And why is there a healthy yellow glow over you?
Yeah, it's the codeine.
I think mine's kicking in now.
Yeah, it's the codeine. Dude, I've done some fucked up shit which I'm not proud of, but I don't have this fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, delusion that if I just go to church and confess,
It'll be 8.
I'll be fine. Like, well, only God can judge me. I love that line. I use it all the time now. Anytime someone, only God can judge me, bro. Like, seriously. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, because God will always forgive. He's always willing to forgive.
Yeah,
So therefore,
as long as I flail myself in the final minute.
So Johnny can go to his local Subway, flog one off in front of everyone, and then go to church and be like, forgive me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Johnny. Had to
Nah.
bring you over.
And you know what?
Had to be a Subway too full long, mate.
And guess what, man?
6-inch.
show them my foot long.
More like a 6-inch.
False advertising. My foot longs for free. But Johnny,
Mine's got extra mayonnaise.
do you think if Johnny went to Subway and did some heinous shit, you'd hear about it? You wouldn't. If he had fucking darker skin or had a longer name,
Oh, forget it.
he'd be on the news for the next fucking year.
I don't know. If I tossed off in front of people in Subway, might
No, you know where it'd be? It'd be like
The leader.
It'd be the funnies page.
Oh, it'd be the leader.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
local
Man,
nut.
expose yourself.
Local nut.
local gully man.
It'd be in the funny page, like, oh, ha, ha, what a lunatic, you know? But if it was someone else, if it was me, dude, I'd be on the front page for like 3 weeks.
And it'd have your quote.
Yeah, and they'd try and find some form of Islam or like ethnicity to like pin it on. And like me, they'd repeatedly print my name in full just to showcase the fact that I have Greek ethnicity.
Yeah.
Your name is like the man can't be named for various reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Seriously.
Yeah, no, man's an
Unidentified man.
Yeah.
A man cannot be named for legal reasons.
White. He's white.
Because he's white.
Sorry, Johnny.
But funny how we hear about every African, every Wog, every Asian, every terrorist. They all have their names. They have their fucking addresses printed in the paper, man.
Majak Mock, some
Yeah, you
Sudanese
can
kid.
contact him at his
Marjack Mock.
His P.O. box.
Yeah, PO box, Twitter accounts, everything. It's open for the public. A white deviant priest that touched up 100 kids over the 80s and 90s, he can't be named.
No.
Not only that, he's going to be taken away and given a free house somewhere and kept in witness protection for
Hidden
rest
into
of
the
his life.
Vatican.
Yeah, seriously. I'm not even joking.
Cardinal Pell.
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 Dude, Pell is...
Mr. Pell.
Dude, he's mister. He's a fucking mister. He's a man.
Busy Hands Pell.
Dude, Pell has got so many pending charges on him.
Peep Show Pell.
Peep show Pell.
Dude, I explained it to someone the other day.
Coming to confession, my
Pell,
son.
Pell was a cardinal, and he's in the fucking
Yeah.
Vatican with one of the top jobs now.
Yeah, the Pope's his homeboy.
Yeah. And he's got so many pending cases of sexual abuse and harassment on him. Like, I'm not saying they're true, but there's so many cases. He can't be touched because he's just hidden in the back of the Vatican now.
And they're like, come back. He's like, yeah, look, I think I'll just stay
Yeah, I
here.
think I'm good.
And the Vatican is a government into itself because it's
own
in
country.
Italy. It's in Rome, but it's actually its
but
own.
It's got its own little
Yeah.
borders,
Yeah.
man. Like, I've been there.
Yeah.
It's got it. Do you know how hard it is to get into the Vatican?
I tried.
You go to I went to St. Peter's Basilica, and those Swiss guards are watching you, man.
Didn't break through the window and everything.
Yeah, dude, it's fucked up.
They're the ones with the crazy uniforms, yeah? Like the crazy coloured pants.
Yeah.
The rave pants.
The rape pants. At night it becomes like Cryle Castle.
Yeah.
With the strobes in.
Let's party.
Yeah, man.
Bring in the children.
Dude, it's fucked up. But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Everyone just disregards that. Who cares? What do you say to that?
I can just see the Pope with glow sticks now, man. Glow sticks? Yeah, man. Just off his head with a pinger on his tongue.
Just
Big spinning clock around his neck.
Do you know why it's funny? Because when I went to St. Peter's Basilica,
Because he's old and frail.
I got there really, really early because I did a tour, which was only drummed up because of a mate of mine that I was there with. She had a friend who was training to be like a monk or a priest in the Basilica. So he put the word out, had her name on a list, and then I went and we got a tour of the tombs. St. Peter's tomb was, and like all... Dude, you go into the Basilica...
That's why they got all the skulls, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go into the Basilica and they've just got the graves, like the tombstones.
Yeah, it's all
Every
above
pope.
grave. Yeah.
Every pope through history. They've just
Yeah.
got them all there.
It's crazy,
Like a
man.
mausoleum. And I'm just like, fuck. Mausoleum! It's in, dude, the Ghost Recon that I've been playing, the final level, the final fight, is in the Santa Blanca Mausoleum. This drug cartel, this mob boss, right, Sueño, he's got such a god complex, he creates a new religion in Bolivia for the cartel, and basically, as prophets and idols, he puts up all these random heads, like a drug, like demon woman, and like a priest, basically all like derobes everyone, defrocks, and then starts them up again as the Santa Blanca religion.
Oh,
right?
shit.
And the final fight is in the mausoleum, where they're building like these massive mausoleum castles, man. Like, it looks insane.
I can just... The Pope doing a set and just like... just that picture.
Yeah, man.
Comes out, puts his hands up, and just goes wild.
What I was saying was, the reason why it's funny is I'm picturing the Basilica, right, with a big open area. It looks like a rave, dude. And I got there really early in the morning because you had to be there like at the crack of dawn to take this tour. I'm just imagining like walking to the Basilica, and all you hear from like once you get off the train or whatever, and you start walking towards it, all you hear is like,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, from the distance. Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally.
yeah,
Totally.
like Tiesto.
Yeah,
Tiesto.
Pope Tiesto.
Oh, they're done. Someone made one already.
I was going to say I'll do one when I get home.
Oh, they've Godzilla in the bag. Yeah. You see Godzilla?
Yeah, in the bag. Just
Oh, fuck, that's awesome. I'm saving that picture.
Yeah, man.
Let's get rid of religion. All this fucking nonsense. Just fucking get rid of it. We need to let go of it.
Get rid of it. You can only get rid of Islam because that's the dangerous one.
At the moment, it is. I mean, you have to admit, like, at the moment...
No, at the moment, it's the one receiving the most press. That's what it is. At the moment, it's the
okay,
one...
but they are blowing themselves up at concerts full of children and stuff, you know? Like, that's pretty extreme. Like, in the current time, like, they're more extreme, I'd say.
That's why they're called the extremists.
Yes.
It's called marketing. They're going for the chokehold. They're not pussyfooting around it, putting up pamphlets. Desperate times, man. They've got their own desperation.
Tough times, man.
I'm not justifying
No.
terrorism.
No.
Sounds like you are.
No.
Really sounds like you
I'm
are.
not, because Islam wasn't a problem when you had fucking Arabs killing themselves in their own borders. It's now because like
The West were like, oh, it's their problem.
it's their problem, let them deal with it. But now because the US want to get in there and start taking over oil refineries, now it's a problem. Like, you know, we want to get into Aleppo to see some oil. We got these money-hungry Arabs preaching hate. We got to take care of that first. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now it's an issue because they've got general interests in the Middle East. Now it's like, oh, well, now we need to get involved. I'm serious, man. It's like the sky rails, yeah? It's okay to put sky rails up from Carnegie to Dandenong because it's the slums. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Like, fuck them. Yeah, cheap option.
But Caulfield, McKinnon, Bentley and stuff have got
Cheltenham?
the underground.
Yeah.
Want it underground.
Yeah, it has to go underground. Why? Because there's too much money, because it's too close to the Royal Beaumaris fucking golf course, and too many old white people are going to lose fucking money.
Yep.
But it's okay to turn the slums into bigger slums.
Archie Bob's going to lose $500,000 on his house.
Yeah, just because of the sky rails. But you know what? Give it another 10, 15 years, I guarantee you the sky rails will be coming back out and they'll be going underground because...
Slums were built under those sky rails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would.
Yeah.
It'd be like you see in the movies with the cans
Yeah,
of
the
fire.
44-gallon
fire.
drum with the fire.
Yeah, the
Escape
bonfire.
from LA. It's a television.
There you go.
Yeah. That's why. Because I remember when I first heard about the sky rails going into Cheltenham and all that, they were going to picket it. It wasn't even picketing it, man. Like, it was when I started reading about level crossing removal in Cheltenham and all that. And, dude, the level crossing in Cheltenham, is it on, what's the name of the road? The one right near Southland. Charman? Is it Charman where the level
Road.
crossing is?
Yeah.
Or is it further back? One of those roads.
That's near Charman Road. No, it is. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but it's one of the main roads that
Yeah.
goes from Nepean Highway to the beach. Yeah?
Yeah, so you turn right from the Nepean Highway onto...
Balmoral or some shit.
Yeah.
One of those, yeah? There's a level crossing there, which is congested, right? It's congested. It causes congestion. But it's not fucking dangerous the way the ones in Springy or Clayton or Noble Park are. Like the one, dude, you know where the roundabout is in Noble Park, where Coles is, and the swimming pools are?
That is the worst roundabout.
It's one of the worst roundabouts in Melbourne, man.
How many times I've almost stacked it on that
I
roundabout?
live there, dude. I fucking live there.
Trying to get through there is like a game of like cat and mouse, man. I swear, as soon as someone
it's like the
hesitates,
running man. It's like the running man.
You just got to go for
dude,
it.
as soon as someone hesitates, you're there for an hour.
It's the running man. It's like a fucking,
You better go.
yeah.
You're sitting there with one foot on the brake, one foot on the
It's
accelerator. Then you're trying to pinch forward, and then as soon as you see the, you take off.
Backs it up.
It's just,
That
is what it's like.
Yeah.
It is.
Dude, I haven't seen a single thing about them removing that thing. Only just now they're starting to put the sky rails in, like, there
And not just
around
that.
the
I
corner.
was going to say about that area. Have they fixed that Coles? Every other Coles is brand new. Have you seen
that's
that Coles
the
there?
scummiest Coles.
They've never ever touched that Coles supermarket.
Yeah.
Because why? 'Cause it's a scum area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Opposite from it, you got the Happy African grocery store. And then you've got CM Reap fucking grocery store.
Isn't that where they smashed in the Blockbuster?
Yeah. That's on the other side. Yeah, that's on the other side. Towards me.
Blockbuster.
But dude, that Coles, I used to shop. I go to Noble Park to go to the post office or whatever and get like a chicken, a pork roll or something.
Chicken roll, yeah.
Yeah.
Superior chicken roll.
And then I'm like, should I go to the Coles? I can do my groceries here. I'm like, oh, fuck that, I'm not going in there.
No,
That's
you
depressing.
stand by
It's,
Ridge.
it's depressing.
Yeah.
It's legit depressing. I had a friend that
Those
lived...
dirty stained floors and
I
stuff.
had a friend that lived behind that Coles, like a block away, and I was
fine.
going to go there to drop something off. And I'm like, oh, do you need anything? She goes, I wanted something or something. I'm like, no, I'll go to the Coles. I've got to stop in the shops anyway. I went in there. I felt depressed. The one time I've been in there, I got like chocolate or something, got the fuck out.
Music's non-existent. Like, there's nothing in there.
Dark lighting.
Yeah.
It's shit. It's
Black
legit shit.
stains on the floor.
That won't get redone for the next 10 years if they don't knock it down.
Well, yeah.
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 But that's what I'm saying, man. Like, it starts everywhere. That shit drives you nuts.
Speaking of Clayton, did you see what they're doing?
No.
You know, corner of Princess Highway and Blackburn Road, where they had all those furniture shops and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I drive past that every day.
You know, they knocked it down? You know what's getting built there?
Oh, the complex.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
man. Kmart, Woolies,
It's meant
everything.
to be the
Megaplex?
Megaplex.
yeah, it's meant to be the biggest shopping complex outside of the CBD.
Whoa.
in Clayton.
Yeah, past the CBD.
So we're talking like rivaling Chadstone Shopping Centre?
No. This is going to be like a Kmart Burwood type of thing, but better.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And there's going
I
to be
reckon it'll rival
apartments.
Plaza.
Oh, dude, easy.
It'll rival Plaza.
Dandy Plaza?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And this is going to be great because Kmart will be up the road, Woolies, everything. So it'll be great.
But you know what that's going to do? That'll kill Dandenong.
Yeah. It may get even to more of a
Yeah, more
slum.
scum town.
Yeah, because this is right off the freeway on the corner of Princess
How
Highway.
good was Dandenong in the first place?
No, it was shit. But they started cleaning it up, yeah?
Yeah, and they put the new lights in and stuff.
Yeah, they got rid of the trees in the centre strip and they put all the lights
I
up.
like those lights at night time.
That's all it's got.
I think they look good.
But what else has Dandy got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking Dandy. I just like they can't just put lights and think it's going to look spectacular. They have to actually fix the area.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the buildings, a lot of the shops, they're all derelict. They're all like
they're fucked.
They're
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah.
Like look after the people that own the businesses there first. Help them out. Don't change the road and put some lights up and say Dandenong, Victoria's second city. No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's a fucking. It's
a hovel.
You crawl through there and you're like, fuck this. I'm not stopping now. I'm just going to go to Narry.
Yeah.
Or go to Fountain Gate or something. You
But
know?
that's what I'm saying. Like that, because I saw the things go up, because I watched that get torn down. I'm like, they're doing something here. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing. They're building this massive complex. I'm like, hang on, man. This is on the corner of Blackburn Road and Princess Highway. By freeway, you're about 4 minutes from Chadstone from that point. The freeway's just, the on-ramp's just up the road. It's like 2 blocks up.
Yeah.
Right? You're 4 minutes from Chatty. And you're just out of Clayton, like an Oakley and all those areas. Why are you building it here? It's like for everyone that lived and outside of Clayton, Mulgrave, that didn't want to go to Dandenong because it's too much of a hovel. That's going to turn Dandy into like refuse now.
You forget
Yeah.
it. It's finished.
Yeah.
Who's going to go to Dandenong with this bright, brand spanking new shopping centre just like...
Just the junkies that are left in Dandenong.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Because after Dandenong, you got Fountain Gate. And people that go to Fountain Gate are not going to go to Dandy.
Yeah.
And we're not going to go to Dandy because you've got the new complex in Clayton.
Middle
or you've
Earth.
got Chatty.
The new Middle Earth.
Yeah.
There you go. And what's that going to do? Drive property prices down because Clayton's too expensive.
But I reckon it's a ploy. I reckon they're doing it so land developers can buy houses up.
Yeah.
And redevelop again in 10 years. It's going to be like,
Yeah.
it's a cycle. It's
All
a regeneration
my
cycle.
area where I am, that'll be gone.
Yeah.
Everything will be gone. And now they've got a reason to do it because they've got this big brand spanking new complex, which is just 5 metres up. They won't advertise that it's 5 minutes from Dandenong. They'll advertise that it's 5 minutes from whatever this thing's going to be called.
Yeah.
Just a 3-minute drive from Oakley.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
And that's-
Think about Dandy, like with that and then with the Skyrail as well. It'll be like some fucking shanty
Dude,
town.
when you know Savers and Dimmies and Forgers can't survive in Dandenong,
Yeah.
there's an issue.
I'm seeing tents under the Skyrail.
There'll be murders. I'm not. Yeah.
Tents and bonfires.
What's Goldie Hawn's husband called? What's his name?
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
What a champion.
Dude, it'd be Kurt Russell,
I like
fucking
Kurt.
Solid Snake,
Yeah.
Escape from LA.
Yeah.
All that
Kurt
sort of
Russell.
shit.
What- Where is that guy, man? I love that
Russell.
guy. What a channel. Look him up. I love Kurt
Russell.
Russell. I reckon he's amazing.
Tell me some of Kurt Russell's movies. I like him.
Tango and Cash.
With
Best
You know
movie
who
ever.
I always not get them confused, but I always think of them as the same person. Patrick Swayze and Kurt Russell.
Yeah, they looked exactly the same. That 80s,
Yeah.
Patrick
80s
Swayze.
All-American
mullet.
heartthrob. Yeah, the mullet. And the acid wash jeans.
Oh, Kurt.
I look up Tango and Cash. What a champion.
Seriously, man. It's fucked up.
Hey, I brought a prop.
Prop.
Oh, that open collared shirt.
I'd love to watch
Hot.
that tonight.
Tango and Cash. What a champion movie.
What prop would you bring?
You guys know anything about these?
Oh, fidget spinner.
Dude, they tried to sell me that shit in Bali.
I got a fidget spinner.
Why?
I don't know if you guys have played with them or not. I thought I'd bring it in, let you have a little
Our
play.
3-year-old twin nieces have them.
They're a massive craze at the moment.
3-year-old twin nieces.
My mum bought it for me.
Really?
I got home, it was on the bench. I'm like, whose is that? She'd be like, I'll go it for you.
I was in Malaysia and we're walking along. We found a little phone, like a phone repair joint selling fake bags and shoes as well. And I had
It'd be good to quit smoking.
It's when I bought the phone cover, like for my phone, the phone protector. It was like $5. I'm like, yeah, actually, cool. There's my one touristy thing for me, my phone protector. But they were selling fidget spinners, like top of the line looking fidget spinners, like all metal and shit. Like you pulled it out, And we were just looking at it like, so what do we do with this? So he like picked it up and like spun it.
You spin it.
I looked at it, I'm like, oh.
You know what they are? They're a modern version of the kubuloi.
Yeah, the worry beads.
Yeah, basically.
You know kids are using these as weapons now, yeah?
Aren't they meant to be for...
Like, they are at schools. Kids got suspended.
What would you do? Just throw it?
Dude, if I throw this at your head,
Yeah.
dude, that's pretty heavy. Like, they're not light. If they throw that at
that's
your
got
head-
some weight in it,
Dude, if
man.
I throw that at your head and connects in your eye,
Yeah.
you're going to lose an eye.
Someone said to me that they were for kids with ADD or something.
Yeah, originally, that was the purpose for them.
So what are they for?
But they say if you're doing work, whatever, on a computer or whatever, and you are fidgeting with something in your hand, your workload basically doubles. Your work output.
Why?
Don't know. Just if you're fidgeting with something, you are more tuned into your work and your output grows.
Because that's the distraction apart from everything. Like, because the world's got so many distractions.
Maybe. I don't
Dude,
know.
every Greek and Turk for the last like 400 years has had a worry bead in their
You
things.
just sit there and you just shake it like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've seen me play with the worry beads?
Yeah.
I've got one in my studio. Dude, I've got a set of worry beads in my studio.
Does that help you in any instance? Like, is it...
No. 'Cause I used to use this. Like,
Yeah, I get the... Yeah, you light it and you spin the lighter.
Can you do that? Like,
Dude.
look,
Yeah.
like this.
Dude, I used to do it all the time.
Yeah. Not many people can do that, but
Oh, dude.
it's more challenging than.
Yeah, I just sit there playing with the pen, like, just keep twirling it around
Yeah.
my fingers.
Dude, I used to do this. But, like, with this thing, I just sit there and do this.
Yeah.
That's the original fidget spinner with a
That's
big...
cool, yeah. That's exactly the same motion.
Yeah.
Nick playing with his big lighter.
Dude, I've been doing this since high school, just spinning the lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, that's just...
Yeah, I found out a system. You do the underneath the finger and you just do it. It's not a...
That's a nervous tick. It's not a work output thing, man.
But I found it crazy that kids have gone so crazy for them because it's like we had yo-yos and there's kind of like a skill to that.
Dude, that's what I was saying.
There's a skill to it.
The last 2 days I've been listening to the episode we were talking about yo-yos.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's just another fucking thing for parents to have to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing, like, all you do is spin it. Like, there's no skill to it. Like, you literally just spin it in your finger.
What's the point
You know
of
what
it?
you can
the point
do?
of it?
5 easy
Why are kids
spinner
going crazy
tricks.
for them?
You can do tricks and stuff.
Oh, what trick? Spin it and... Oh, this is the trick I know. Balance it on my thumb.
And then it flicks up since it smacks him in the eye.
That is about the only trick you can do. Spin it and balance it on your
Well,
finger.
you're lying because it says 5 here.
Oh.
You're lying.
What trick could you possibly do?
I don't know.
Apart from spin it on your finger.
All right, let's have a look.
It's just... What's this? 5 easy spinner tricks. Okay, he's spinning it. Difficulty 1. The simple hand transfer.
Oh, you throw it in the air and catch it. Okay.
While it's spinning.
Yeah, easy.
Okay. Enough?
Now he's just... Looks like he's constipated. Now, okay.
So he's spinning it and then throwing it in the air and catching it with the other hand. Cool trick.
Spin it. Okay, dude, we get the point. You're transferring hands. This guy's a hack. Fuck this. I've had enough of fidget spinners.
Dude, see what I mean? Like, that's a trick. You
How's that a
throw it and
trick?
catch it.
Where'd your mum buy that from?
News agency. You can get really good ones. They go into, run into the hundreds.
$102, man. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, like all metal, like with like really good bearings and stuff.
Who cares?
Yeah. Not me.
Dude, I don't want one. I'd rather have the worry beads. You know what I mean? But the worry beads, to me, they're like just old hat. Everyone had worry beads. Every old Rello I know has worry beads. Dude, it's...
Well, essentially, it's exactly the same thing, right?
Dude, why do you think my keys are set up like this?
So you can flick those bad boys around.
Exactly. It's got that weighted fucking Nissan key ring, which is long, like with the circle thing, and then you got the keys, and it's like, dude, I just sit there doing these all day, like this. That's exactly what worry beads are. And I do this. That's the original fidget spinner, like Nick said. I don't need that shit. Here.
They have fidget cubes as well. And that's a little cube, and it has like buttons, sliding switches, a little ball bearing, and on each side, like a different thing.
Before.
Same sort of thing.
Oh, dude, you should see this one. It's called Satan's Fidget Spinner.
What do you mean?
Some guy got it confiscated because it's too much like a weapon.
Dude, that's a dagger. That looks like a fucking dagger.
Oh, nasty.
Dude, that looks like the dagger you brought in.
Was discovered in a carry-on bag at the Hilton Head International Airport.
What? It's just a fidget spinner. Don't take it. It might be sharp, but...
It says here, while fidget spinners are permitted, this one is a weapon. That's full, like, that's not even funny. That's full blade. It's like a ninja star.
Yeah, but what a cop-out, this fucking fidget spinner shit, man. Like, seriously.
You know what? The guy that made him's laughing.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
When was the first one created?
Apparently, I heard that they were created in the 80s by some chick. She was the original one that made them for kids with ADHD.
Yeah.
And she patented it, right? But she never actually went through with it. And then when the patent ran out, then someone got onto it.
Jumped on it.
And then, yeah, that's the story of them, apparently.
Yeah, the people fighting ADHD, autism, or anxiety. Acting as a release mechanism for nervous energy, psychological stress. But that was back in the...
Stop bugging me, kid. Go play with your fidget spinner.
Go to your room.
Go spin your toy.
Yeah.
Origin, Catherine Haitinger.
And apparently she didn't mind because...
In 93.
It's like out now and kids can use it, so if it's benefiting someone, she doesn't mind.
Well, no, kids are using it as weapons. So I'm pretty sure that's not what she intended.
Yeah.
And she's probably made no money off it.
No, she didn't.
Well, what a dumbass.
Because the patent ran out and then people just jumped on it.
What a joke.
That's why I need to patent my invention.
Oh, a year later, we're still peddling the invention. I just gave up on that, man.
Don't give up. Never give up.
I forgot what it was.
I never told you.
There you go, that's how much I care.
Thought I told you, you asshole.
That just shows how motivated you are to get this invention out there. It's been a year.
Why don't you patent it? Why don't you patent it?
Dude, it's been a year. It's been a year.
I've actually got you a pink one too.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's been a year. Not
Thanks,
only
Mum.
have we not heard about this fucking invention, you haven't done anything about it.
Maybe
Doesn't exist.
maybe I'm working on prototypes, Dimitri.
No, you're not. I know
How do you know that?
Because I know you're not.
Johnny, double-ended dildos already exist, man.
Are you serious? Are you kidding?
With detachable parts. I'll tell you how I know, because...
Mine's motorised. Double-ended
I'll
motorised.
tell you how I know you're not working on a prototype, because your prop today was a fidget spinner. You've had a year. We don't even know what it is yet.
Hey, I just saw that.
I love it. I already forgot about it. I never told you.
You don't care about me.
Dude, you've been telling us about this idea, and you said you're going to tell us, but you haven't told us. So fuck you. What do you want me to do?
it's
You want me
like,
to
I
care
have
about
an
something I don't know about?
I have an idea. Let's put the podcast on Stitcher and Tuner. Yeah, done. Cool, done. Hey, man, I have an idea. Do you like this logo? Yeah, cool, done. I have an idea. It's going to make us millions in like 2 seconds. It's going to change the world.
But I can't tell
What
you.
is it? Can't tell you. A year later, it's going to be like my sweet-ass invention. What invention? It's just...
Maybe I'm self-conscious of my invention.
Oh!
You know what?
Maybe
when
it's- maybe it will.
we
Maybe
take
it
a
will.
break, I'm going to stab you, and you're going to tell us.
You're fucked. What is this invention? Like, I've seriously been waiting for this invention for years.
Can't say it on the pod. People.
All right, well, once we have a break, we'll do it.
Okay. Do you know why I haven't told you guys?
Here we go.
The reason I haven't told you
He's the
guys
spiel. Yeah,
because you're going to rubbish it and make me feel like a
I'm
piece
not
of
going to
shit.
rubbish it.
Why
Any
would I
idea is a
rubbish it?
good idea.
If it's a good idea, then yeah.
I can just see it now. Say it. You'll both stand there with your fucking faces looking at me like I'm a piece of shit.
No. Do you know what?
We already do that.
Do you know what I can see? I swear to God, I
Jim
can.
will be looking at me with that blank stare, chewing.
I can,
the fuck?
I can see this. He'll tell us the idea. Already exists.
It doesn't already exist.
It already
I've
exists.
scoured the World Wide Web and it does not exist.
YouTube, Wikipedia. It's like some random name that you've come up with.
My own name? Like,
It's just, does this exist? No one. It must be free.
nah, I've searched like...
Will you tell us today?
Yeah, okay.
Oh!
Don't make me feel like a piece of shit.
I'm not.
How good can it honestly be if you've
Yeah,
taken
actually,
a year?
Dude,
you've
if
taken a
it's-
year.
You know what? If any ideas are worth an idea, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not. Just tell us.
Dude, you had an idea to start a podcast a year ago. Did I rubbish it?
No.
All right then. Well, what do you want? We're here a year later. I've been working 10 hours a week extra every week just because of your stupid words. Seriously. It's like, yeah, Johnny comes up with the idea, let's do a
You
podcast.
know what?
Oh, okay.
He throws out some bait every now and then, like, oh, my idea.
Who's the fucking idiot? He gave us an idea. We should start a podcast. Yeah. A year later, I've probably done like 600 hours worth of work. For what? Just to hear him say, I'm not going to tell you my idea. You're going to rubbish it.
I'm going to earn my money.
You guys give me anxiety. That's why I
I
can't say it.
take codeine back to back to get through because of his idea.
You know why I mentioned it? Because he just took a codeine.
Yeah.
Speaking of that codeine, I feel pretty good. I could go.